Okay, hello, this is Pastor Ikonah, and I'm here with another letter from my book called Jesus is Coming Soon, Book 2. Are you walking in wisdom? And you know, wisdom is the principal thing. So let's get started. This is letter 36, and the title of it is It's by Faith. Encouragement to those on their way to the next level. Now, who are those that are on the way to the next level? They are the remnant, of course. So this is only to the remnant. I'm not trying to talk to nobody else. I mean, anybody else can look at it and wonder what I'm talking about and whatever. But I know the remnant know. They know what I'm talking about. And if you're not remnant, maybe it'll help you out to get there, in time before Christ returns. This is a letter that I'm writing in tribute to Dr. Zachary Timms. And he died shortly after this TV show on August the 15th of 2021, where he gave a beautiful illustration of what happens when you have reached the top of your ladder and God has greater for you. I write this in a tribute to him. Now picture this. Number one, you got a 2-step ladder. Number 2, you got a 7-foot ladder. And then 3, a 12-foot ladder. Now when you have reached the top of your apex on one ladder, don't just sit. You can't just sit, because how are you going to get to the next one? You can't just jump from one to another. And ladders are put together in a way to let you know that you got to come down. One way or the other, you got to come down. You don't want to fall. Okay? So remember, the top of the ladder says, don't sit. You cannot skip from one ladder to another. And can anyone jump from a 2-step ladder to a 7-foot ladder? I don't think so. No. You must come down, go through the valley of experience. Oh my God. To get to the 7-foot ladder. Okay? So when you reach the top of the 7-foot ladder, you cannot just sit there either. You cannot jump from one ladder to a 12-foot ladder. The only way to get to the 12-foot ladder is to come down from the 7-foot ladder and go through the valley of experience to get to the bottom step of the 12-foot ladder and go up. Now, even in business, employees must gain experience between promotions. Rarely do you see major jumps unless they have previously experienced the levels in between. Now, I never saw it this way either, but when God did the Job thing and with me losing everything, that is homes, 4 homes, cars, expensive furniture, clothing, etc. I thought it was the devil. I thought it was the devil. And I argued with God, mostly about how hard I had worked to acquire all these things I had. I even brought it back to his memory that no man, that means human, had helped me to do it. Oh man, I told him how faithful I had been to him and what I had done for him. I tithed on the gross, plus gave $7 or $10 on every offering. And I was at the church, in the morning and in the evening, and any other time they met, I was there. We all should tithe on the gross anyway. On the gross, yeah. I had prosperity. I had greatly prospered. And of course, I asked God how he could allow the devil to do this to me when I served him. God was silent. I now know that I was being tested to make the devil look like a fool. And so are you. Every time I would ask him why, he referred me to Job. I didn't want to see that. Every time I went to the Bible to get some comfort, God sent me to Job. It was like step by step too, not just like here a page and there a page and then go back there or whatever. It was exactly the way it was in order. It was if he was walking me through Job, and he did. I did not want to be Jobina, and I was. I wanted it to be the way it was, and I screamed. It got to the point when he would refer me to a chapter in Job, I would just close the Bible and pout. You know what I was thinking? Next time I offer you my services, I would be more specific, like I'd make a difference. I didn't know it was for God's glory. Not at that time. I am a very business-minded person. God made it so. He made me so analytical. He was the one who made me prosperous in the first place, yeah. He was the one who gave me the power to get wealth. So why was he taking it away from me now? After all, I did say, use me and send me where you need me the most. I can't tell you what to do, but I ain't doing that again. After all, I did say that myself. And I was the one who walked into personnel and applied for all over the world. I was the one who left it up to God to send me where he wanted me to go. And the winds blew. God said, you have considered he said, have you considered my servant, Ikonah? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's something that I remember hearing that was said to Satan when he came to ask about Job. Now, I didn't know it meant losing all my properties, land, furniture, clothes, cars, and almost lost my mind. I didn't know that he was setting me up to be ostracized by men and women. I didn't know that I would be stripped of all my beautiful clothes and cars and homes and furniture. Oh my God. I had paid so much to obtain. I didn't know you can't take it with you, can you? I didn't know I would get sick and couldn't walk and had to have a hip operation. That was the first one. Just got through with the second one because of being pushed, right? I didn't know I would get sick and couldn't walk and had to have a hip operation. I didn't know I would have no help. And even though my family wanted to come and get me to put me at a nursing home, what? No, thank you. God said stand. And he said stand again. And every time I wanted to just head out and go back to Texas, he said stand. I didn't want to hear that no more. Okay. I had to take care of myself 13 days after surgery and throughout my convalescence. Even this time, with the hip replacement, I had to do the same thing. Yeah, exactly the same thing. On the third week, I bought and moved into a condo. Yes, raw, hip, and all. It took 2 years to heal because I found out I had diabetes. And I didn't know how to, eat for it.
But our Lord has made me glad through thy word.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh Lord,
My full testimony will come later in my biography. I got to write it, I never knew I would have to stoop to shop at Ross. Yeah. Oh, now I am retired medically from the government and on a fixed income. 40% of what you made before is just not working for me, Nor would I have believed that I would grace the doors of Goodwill or Salvation Army. Where else do you get, what you need? If you only have 40% of your income.
They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be
You still have the same bills.
To show that the Lord is upright.
I thought of the shame of it all, and especially if it got back to my friends in Texas.
Psalm 93.
I was the one
The Lord reigneth. He is clothed.
I was the one
The Lord is
of
clothed with
diamonds.
strength, wherewith he hath girded him.
I was one of the
So
diamonds
established that it
in my
cannot be
class.
Thy throne is
Classes,
established of old. Thou art
on
God
every
everlasting.
level, yes.
The floods have lifted up, O Lord. The floods have
I was
lifted
the
up
one
their
that
voice.
everybody
The
came
floods
to
lift
right
up their
before the
waves.
class to learn how to
Lord,
do
our eye is
algebra.
mightier than
Can
the
you
Lord.
imagine? I'm trying to get my stuff together, and then they coming to me to ask about how to do algebra. When they were in there the whole time I was, they had a teacher just like I had a teacher. So why are they taking my time? But that's what I was doing. Kind of me, okay. I just stopped everything I was doing, just helped them. I mean, I passed. I got A's as usual, but still, that was not even considered. I don't even think they even spoke to me before then. But they knew I was good in that, so they just came to me. And I don't even think they spoke to me after that. Shoot. Wow. It was even those AKAs that didn't want me in their group because I was too dark. And I had 2 children. And I've been married, divorced, whatever. So, it's just people are something else. So, I have not recouped my losses yet, nor will I have anything like what I was accustomed to having yet.
Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teachest him out of thy law, that thou mayest give him rest.
I was
from the days of
vain.
adversity, until the pit be digged
And I didn't know women in Los Angeles would be so jealous and envious. And I didn't have anything. Make no excuses for it. I will dress if I have the money. And I will have beautiful things around me, even if I have to go to Ross or Goodwill. I found out the devil uses others, whoever will blow a bow rather to him. People in the church become very envious. They became very envious of me. And I had nothing and no social status here in LA. Go figure. I mean, I was an actress for a while after I, finished working for the government, but I didn't really have a social status here. And I think God took me away from acting because those Illuminatis were really trying to get people to come. That's all I need was a Mickey and a drink or something, and then I would be in trouble. And I think that's what happened to a lot of them, really, going to those parties. Go figure. Now, at the same time, both men and women alike hated me and lied on me as if I were a sport. I couldn't figure it out. They didn't know me. Then after years and years of pondering it, I found out it was the anointing that was on me. This is the same reason I was bullied in elementary school. What? I thought it was the church. You know? Now, I didn't know God had to decrease me to increase me. I had come down from the ladder of worldly, success to climb another ladder. But to get to the other, I had to go through the valley of experience, the desert, the wilderness. I had to be perfected and processed. Anyone God is going to use greatly must go through the desert. Okay? Jesus did too. If you are truly called and chosen by Him, going through the desert is a prerequisite for the next level. Now, if you think you have arrived and plan to just sit, it is not of God. He will remove you. His people are constantly moving. If you don't like change, go figure. It is so important to know the voice of God so that you will know when it's time to step and in which direction to go. Remember, the children of Israel had to move every time the cloud did. I am ashamed to tell you how many times I moved. I lost count. And, it wasn't because God told me to move. It was because I was running away from demons. That's what it was. We must have the Holy Spirit. It doesn't matter what you must lose to follow God. He will restore it anyway. But it is wise to be obedient. And one thing I found out is that the reason why God takes away everything is because that is like a tithe to what you're going to receive on the other end. That's your tithe. So I lost 4 houses. I lost 40,000. What is that? Yeah. 40,000 worth of furniture. I would say about a couple of $100 worth of clothes, maybe more. And shoes, more than that then. So all that's a tithe. All that's a tithe. So He will restore it, okay? So don't worry about that. Don't worry about what you lost. Just make it to the finish line. That's all. Okay, and God is not going to, wait until you get to heaven before He restores you. He's going to restore those that are His right here on earth. You're not going to go through all the stuff that everybody else goes through. We caught hell getting here, though. But after this, He restores. Okay? So, obedience is better than sacrifice. And yes, there are